to my balance and cardio class. Just a couple notes before we begin. It's very important in this class, any class you take, to listen to your body. So if there's anything that is uncomfortable for you, then please stop. If you begin to get tired, please have a seat. That's always acceptable. Sometimes when we're in a group situation, we feel like we need to keep up, but this is your class. I'm here for you. So just take care of yourselves here. I think I have one more mute. No, okay. So the format of the class, we're going to do about 20 minutes in the beginning of a warm up and balance drills. Then we'll go into cardio. It does get pretty high intensity cardio because that is the best type of aerobic exercise for PD. That being said, any kind of aerobic exercise is fantastic. So if you need to not do this as intensively or have a seat in your chair and do it, or just tone it all down, that's wonderful. Again, tune into your body. So let's begin. You need to have a sturdy chair nearby. Let me just adjust my video here. Okay, looks like I'm in view. We're going to stand next to your chair. We're going to be able to grab onto the back of the chair if you need it for support. We're going to do a rock forward and back for the warm-up. So you're going to place one foot back. And when you do that, you're going to look down and make sure you have at least hip width distance between each foot. That'll help keep you stable. Now you can either keep one hand on the chair for stability or use both arms and come forward. Back heel comes up, shift your weight back. The front toes come up as you go back. So we're going to go forward and back. If you're going to use one hand on the chair, then you hold on to the back of the chair like that, and one arm goes up and then back. Just do what you're comfortable with. Keep breathing. That back knee is going to bend a little bit when you go back. And let's do one more on this side with this leg back. Now we're going to switch. You're going to place your other foot back, and again, look down and make sure you have at least that hip width distance between each leg. Then we'll rock forward, the back heel comes up, rock back, the front toes come up. Now our shoulders are a little bit warmer, so if you can, try reaching up a little higher each time and reaching back a little higher. Looks good. And we're going to do one more. Excellent. So let's start our first moving balance drill. The first one we're going to do, we're going to move forward across your space. To begin, start in your best posture, lifting your chest. We're going to do high knee raises. So you're going to raise one knee up as high as you can. Imagine you're stepping over a giant log. Pick up that following foot, pick it up and over that log, and keep going. And try to go as slowly as you can. It is more challenging, but that's better because it will lead to more improvement in your balance. The slower you can go. And you can always put your arms out to the side. More stability.
Can you move the chair back?
Slow down. Use your good posture. Keep breathing.
More, John, so you can.
No.
Okay.
We'll do a few more, stepping over those giant logs that are in front of us. Clearing the log with that back foot each time. Okay, let's stop there. Now we're going to go sideways. So if you could come over to your right. I do mirror imaging when I teach this way so that we can be going in the same direction. So I'll be going to my left. You'll be going to your right. We're going to stand tall. We're going to step out to your left with a straight leg. Then put your weight over top of that leg, pick up your right leg, and bring your feet together. And continue going to the left, lifting and lowering each leg as slowly as you can. Standing tall. And keep breathing. A lot of times we have a tendency to hold our breath when we're concentrating. So stay aware of that breath. And you can change directions whenever you need to. We all have different size faces. I'm going to head back the other direction. So this is not only a balance drill in itself for just having to balance as you're raising a leg and bringing it down, but it's also helping to strengthen muscles called your gluteus medius muscles that come down to the upper part of your hip, around your hip, and they're really important for balance and stability. So if you're starting to feel this a little bit in your hips, that is normal. Do one more. And we're going to stop there. Excellent. Now we're going to go forward again across the space. This time we're going to do a heel-toe walk. It's also called tandem or tightrope walk. So you're going to take one foot, bring it directly in front of the other, heel and toe tucking if you can. If this is uncomfortable for you at all, then just don't bring your feet all the way in front of the other, but you can just narrow that walking. Now, it's very important to slow this down as much as you can. We tend to speed up through this one in particular because it is easier. You can put your arms out to the side to help with stability as you try to slow it down. Staying aware of your posture and see if you can keep your chin level and your eyes looking forward. I'm sure there's nothing on the floor that you need to worry about. So it's good practice. And it's better for our posture to keep a level chin and eyes forward. We're going to do a few more of these. Maybe you can slow it down a little bit more now. Even if it's just a tiny bit. And I know you'll feel that extra challenge. And that is so beneficial. Okay, let's stop there. Shake out your legs a little bit because that does kind of stretch those hips. Now we're going to go forward again with another moving balance drill. We're going to do the tiptoe walking. You're going to come up on your tiptoes and see if you can take slow steps forward without putting your heels down each time. Stay on your tiptoes. If it's challenging for you to go forward and you want to hold on to something, you can hold on to the back of your chair like this and just do your tiptoes in place. So either way is fine. Just do what works best for you. Remember, this is your class. So do what you can do. A couple more tiptoes, a little bit more slowly if you can. And let's come down off the tiptoes. Now we're going to transition into a heel walk. So now you're going to see if you can walk on your heels, keeping your toes off the floor, moving forward, or you can place one hand on the back of your chair like this and just go heel to heel in place. Keep breathing. So a lot more challenging to go slower with the heels. We have narrowed our base of support down to just our little heels. So our whole body has to balance now. Keep breathing. And let's stop there. Good. Now we're going to come over near your chair. We're going to do some standing balance drills. I'll give everybody a chance to get situated. So you can, for this balance drill, you can be standing on either side of the chair. We're going to keep our arms down by our sides for a single leg stand. So you're going to shift your weight over onto your right leg, then unlock your knee. It just means you release it. Not a big knee bend, but just a little release. Stand tall. Now begin to raise your left heel higher and higher and higher. Side view, I'm coming up for the tip of my toe. Now, if you need more challenge, you can try raising your left foot off the floor. But it's important to remember, it doesn't matter whether your foot is still touching or it's up. It's all about challenging your balance on your right leg without holding on to the chair. So either way is fine. Keep breathing. And put your foot down. You may have noticed that your right leg gets tired. That's really good. That means you're really improving stability and balance on that leg. So let's go to the left. Unlock that knee. Stand tall. And same thing. Start raising your right heel now. And you'll feel how that shifts your body weight over onto your left leg. You can remain with your toe touching, or maybe the foot comes off the floor. See if you can do this without holding onto the chair. You can always put your arms out to the sides if you need more stability. That's fine too. Whatever it takes. Keep breathing. And release. Very good. Shake out those legs, keep them loose. Okay, now, looks like most of you are already over on the right side of your chair. So if you're not, please come over to the right side of your chair and place your right hand, your left, I'm sorry, I'm backwards. Your left side of the chair with your right hand on it. Okay, I'll get it straight. Now you're going to place your left foot back on the ball of your left foot. So when my foot goes back, my heel stays up, and then center your weight a little bit so you've got some of your body weight back into the ball of your left foot. Hold on lightly. Now we're going to do what's called an eye tracking exercise, where you're going to follow my voice. At the same time, I'm giving you directions on moving your left arm. So you're going to keep your eyes on your thumb the entire time. So look down at your left thumb. And now, following my voice, begin to raise your left arm in front, keeping your eyes on your thumb. Now we're going to slowly bring that arm up overhead. So you're lifting your chin so you can keep your eyes on your thumb. And come up as high as you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable going all the way up overhead, that's fine. Now, keeping your eyes on your thumb, twist to your left. So you're twisting away from your chair. Pause when you come to a natural stopping point and breathe. Return to center, eyes are still on that thumb. Now we're going to do a side bend over to your right. So you're going to bend toward your chair, bending your waist at the right. Keep looking at your thumb. Pause when you feel just a gentle stretch in your left side. Keep breathing. Come back up to overhead. Pause. Now we're going to start twisting to your left with that arm overhead. Twisting away from your chair, and start to bring your arm back behind you. Doing the backstroke. Turn your head to look over your shoulder to find that thumb. Taking our way slowly down back to where we started from. Pause once you're looking down at your thumb again. Just like we did in the beginning, and release and step out of it. Let's go to the other side of the chair. While you're getting set up, I'll tell you the rationale for doing this kind of A little bit crazy, very challenging exercise for balance. There are 3 systems that govern our balance, that about sending messages to our brains about where we are in space. The first is your eyes, your visual system, your inner ear or vestibular. And the third, the one we do mostly with balance, is called proprioceptive. And that's when we do things like stand on one leg or go back on the ball of your foot. So we're putting all 3 of those challenges together. So if you find that this is a big challenge, there's a reason for it. So let's do the other side. Holding lightly, as lightly as possible with your left hand on the back of your chair. Look down at your right thumb. Now we're going to begin to raise that right arm in front. Looking at your thumb the entire time. Keep breathing. Slowly making our way up overhead. Pause when you're at your highest point. Breathe. Now we're going to do a side bend to your left. So you're bending at your waist, going towards your chair. Pause when you feel gentle stretch in your right side now. Breathe. Come back up to overhead. Pause. Now begin to twist away from your chair. Your arm is overhead, looking at your thumb, twisting to your right. And start to bring your arm back behind you, doing a slow backstroke. Turn your head so you can keep looking at your thumb as you make your way down. Keep breathing. And pause when you're all the way down, looking at your thumb once again. And release. Very good. Just shake out those legs, shake your shoulders, stay loose. Good job. Now we're going to do a tandem stand. We were doing a tandem walk before. Now we're just going to stand in place with one foot in front of the other. So take your right foot, place it in front of your left foot if you can, with the heel and toes touching. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can start sliding your right foot back until you feel comfortable and see if you can still keep your feet together. Once you're in your tandem stand, center your weight between front and back so you find the most wobbly position. That's where we're going to hang out. See if you can hold on with the lightest touch possible on your chair. Maybe put your arms out for more stability. Keep breathing. And step out of the tandem stand, shake out your hips. And we're going to do the same thing now, bringing the left foot in front of the right. Or remember, if you need to, you can start sliding your left foot back until you feel more comfortable. Once you're in position, center your weight. Find that most wobbly place. Pretty challenging right there. Maybe let go of the chair, maybe not. You get a lot of benefit in the tandem stand while if you're still holding on, that's fine. Just play with it. Find your challenge point and breathe. And okay, we are ready to transition from the balance section of the class into the cardio section. So you can move your chair a little bit out of the way if you need to, just so you have some space to move around. But have your chair handy in case you do become fatigued and you want to do the rest of the aerobic section seated. And just a word, I'm just going to sit down for 1 second to show you everything that we do standing, you can do seated. So you can march. When we go doing our lunges, you can step out and lunge side to side. You can go forward. So that's always an option, and that will help you if you need to bring your heart rate down or if you're getting fatigued. So let us be, oh, one more word is if you have some water handy, it's always a good idea to have a few sips before we take a break halfway through. I'm going to grab my water, and then we'll, when we finish, it's good to have some water. Hydration is important. So now we got that all set. We're going to start with just some marching to get ready for the cardio. We're going to start marching. When you march, you want to make sure you're raising the opposite arm from the opposite knee. So let's do 8 of these, and I'd like for you to count out loud with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then stop. Bring your feet together and stop. Now we're going to switch it to marching with the same arm as knee for 8. Here we go. So same arm as knee. Here we go. Knee raise. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. So that's our pattern. We'll continue with that. Really good to count out loud. Use your voice. It's really good to strengthen your vocal cords. So here we go. Marching with the opposite arm and knee for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Same arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Good. Really good for cognitive function to have to keep switching like that, and it's a good warm-up. So now, the next thing we're going to do are some lunges. We're going to do alternating lunges to the front first, then the side and the back. Let's just try a couple of them. You're going to alternate right and left. So you're going to lunge forward, pressing out, and come back. Then lunge forward with your left, pressing out, and come back. So we do 8 of those front. Then we're going to go out to the sides, right and left. So out to the side, come back in, lunge out to the side, come back in. We'll do 8 of those. Then we'll do back lunges. So you're going to step back with your right foot, arms come overhead, then step forward, and then the left arm and forward. So let's put that all together. Count with me. Here we go. Lunge forward, right and left for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right and left side. 1, 2. Nice and big now. 3. Open those arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the rear. 1, 2, 3. You got it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now front, right and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side right. 1 and left. 2, keep going. 3, make it loud now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the rear, right first. 1, 2, reach up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the front, right and left. 1, 2, 3. Push it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right side. 1 and left. 2, 3. Open those arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the rear. Start right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the front, right and left. 1, 2. Really push it now. 3. Put everything into it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.